Hi everyone, myself Prithvi. Today welcome you all for my YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to discuss about the quantitative analysis of AC related stocks. So why I am doing AC related stocks a quantitative analysis is mainly because AC related stocks has run up quite a bit from December period to March period. So after that, in the last 2 months, every AC related manufacturing companies is been in the corrective space. So almost AC related companies has fallen 10 to 30 percentage in the last 2 months. So it is the correct time to analyze which fundamental company is suitable for our portfolios to pick at the current levels to benefit the future profit of the companies. So for that I am doing a quantitative analysis in this video. Please watch the video till the end to know which stocks is better to pick at the current levels. So it's the time to look at the quantitative analysis. Let's go through it. So welcome you all for the quantitative analysis. So these are all the companies which is there in the AC manufacturing companies. So the Amber is not only manufacturing in AC, they are also manufacturer of the induction motors. So the main revenue for this company is air conditioning business itself. So VOLTAS is diversified its portfolio in many other products also, but 30% of this revenue is coming from the air conditioning. Whirlpool is also diversified its portfolio not only in AC related, it is also manufacturing other products also. BLUESTAR also they are manufacturing purifiers and they are also having other business where the main revenue source for these companies is also air conditioning. Johnson & Johnson is mainly focused on the air conditioning business. Symphony is also mainly focused on air conditioning business. So when it comes to the market cap, VOLTAS is 33,000 market cap and the lowest is the Johnson & Johnson which is having a market cap of 6,000 crores. So when it comes to the PE ratio, the Amber is trading at 144 times, means for earning 1 rupee profit we have to pay 144 times than the earning per share. So the PE ratio is 144 for Amber. So next the lowest is the VOLTAS. VOLTAS is trading at 63 times than the earnings of these companies, so which is very good. So in this the rank will be given based on the lowest PE of the company will be ranked 1, the highest PE of the company will be ranked 6th. So because the 6th company is having, we are ranking from 1 to 6. So based on that we have given a rank. So the rank stands, number 1 stands the VOLTAS, second is the Symphony based on the PE, and third is the BLUESTAR, and fourth is the Whirlpool, and fifth is the Amber, and sixth is the Johnson. So Johnson, why? Because the Johnson is trading at a negative PE. So because the earning per share is negative, so we have ranked 6th for it. Next in this, we have given a points for all this company based on the PE ratio of these companies. So the VOLTAS is getting a 6 points because it's trading at cheapest when it compares to its peers. So we have given 6 points for that. Next is the Symphony, it's trading second lesser than the VOLTAS, which is 5. So next is the BLUESTAR, which is trading at 77 times, next lesser than the Symphony. So next is the Whirlpool, which is trading at 89.6, which is next lesser than the BLUESTAR. So for that we have given 3 points for Whirlpool company. So next let us look at the return on capital employed. So when it comes to the return on capital employed, so the Whirlpool is generating 28.60 percentage the return on the capital which they employed to generate the return for the investors. It is generating 28 percentage, so it is the highest in the sector. So the least highest is the Johnson, which is generating 15 percentage on the return on capital employed. On that we have given a ranks. So the Whirlpool stands 1, the Amber stands 2nd, and Symphony stands 3rd, and 4th is the BLUESTAR, and 5th is the VOLTAS, and 6th is the Johnson. So based on that we have given a points for that also. The 6th point is for Whirlpool because it is generating high return on capital employed. Next is the 5 point for Amber, 4 point for Symphony, and 3 point for BLUESTAR, and 2 point for VOLTAS, and 1 point for Johnson & Johnson. So next, let us look at the return on equity. So when you come to the return on equity, again the Whirlpool is generating 20.30%, which is highest in the AC related company sectors. So nextly, the lowest is the VOLTAS is generating only 11.30%. So generally, I prefer the company which is having 15% more in the return on equity, means I'll prefer those companies, because the VOLTAS return on equity is less. So we have ranked the VOLTAS is 6th and Whirlpool as a number 1. So based on that, we have given a points for all those companies. So next, let us go through the debt and equity. So when you come to the debt to equity ratio, so in the debt to equity, again the Whirlpool is not having a debt, zero debt. Why the companies will borrow debt? Because of the working capital requirement and the expansion plans which they are having. Because of that, they will going to borrow the money from the banks. So the debt to equity ratio stands very important role when we are analyzing any kind of a companies. So the Whirlpool is standing no debt, and the highest debt which is there in this sector is 0.57. So mostly I prefer the companies which is less than 2 debt to equity is a good company to pick. But in the safer zone, the company's debt to equity ratio is lesser than 1, it's good. When I am picking the stocks, I'll pick lesser than the 1 debt to equity ratio. So next, based on this, we have given a rank. The rank is number 1 for Whirlpool and second for VOLTAS, and nextly 6th for BLUESTAR, because it is having a high debt to equity ratio in the sector. So it is need not be a concern, but when you compare to the sector, this is high. Based on that, we have given a points for this, 6 points for Whirlpool and 5 points for VOLTAS. So the next less is 0.28 Johnson & Johnson. The next is the Symphony, and Amber is having the same debt to equity ratio of 0.29. So this is all about the debt to equity. So next, look at on the interest coverage ratio. So when you come to the interest coverage ratio, so in the interest coverage ratio, the higher is the best. So the VOLTAS is having a high interest coverage ratio of 28.1. So the last is the Johnson & Johnson Hitachi, which is having 0.12. So on every time, I prefer the companies is having interest coverage ratio 7 to 8 is a very good. So I prefer only that companies. More than that is a very good for me. So when you come to this interest coverage ratio, so the Johnson & Johnson, the interest coverage ratio is least when you compare to this sector's companies. So which I generally don't prefer. The BLUESTAR is also having 3.24, which I generally not prefer. So other than this, the Amber is also not having a good interest coverage ratio. This is also not good. In this, the Symphony, Whirlpool and VOLTAS is a very good company. So again, when you see the Whirlpool is having a good financial ratios when you come to the all parameters like capital, return on capital employed, return on equity, debt to equity, interest coverage ratio is also good. So based on that, we have given a rank. As you can see, the first is the VOLTAS, second is the Whirlpool, and third is the Symphony, and fourth is the BLUESTAR, and fifth is the Amber, and sixth is the Johnson & Johnson. Based on that, we have given points also. So this is all about the interest coverage ratio. Next, let us look at on the operating margin of the companies which they are operating. When you come to the operating margin, as you can see, the Symphony company's operating margin is 16%. So the second highest is the Whirlpool again. So next is the least in this operating margin is a 6%. It's a BLUESTAR. So every company is almost in the average of 7 to 8%. The Symphony is having a high pricing power, maybe because of that is having a 16% operating margin. So or they may be producing the parts with a lesser cost, that may be a concern, don't know. So we have to analyze the fundamental analysis. In that we could able to get it, but we cannot get that in the quantitative analysis. So based on the operating margin, we have given a ranks. Rank 1 for Symphony, 2 for Whirlpool, and 6th rank we will not be there because the 7%, the Amber and Johnson & Johnson is operating at 7%. Because of that, we have given 4 for both of them, and based on that we have given a points for all those things. So next, look at on the 5-year sales growth. So when you come to the 5-year sales growth and net profit growth, so the Amber is looking ahead. So it's growing at 26.40%. Net profit is growing at 41.20%, which is highest in the industry. That one is very good. So next is the second highest is the Symphony in the sales growth of 15%, but it is not converting it to the net profit to an investor, which we have to focus. That one is a very important point. So the third highest is the Whirlpool in the sales growth, and it is also converting that into the net profit, which is a very good. Based on that, we have given a ranking. One ranking for the Amber, and second ranking in the sales we have given for Symphony, and third ranking we have given for Whirlpool. But when you compare with the net profit, the first is we have given for Amber and second is the Whirlpool, because Whirlpool is generating a net profit. They are converting their sales into the net profit. That's one of the very good point, but Symphony is not doing that. So based on that, we have given a rank also. So Amber stands 6 points because it's highest in the industry. So next, the least is the BLUESTAR, so which is we have given 1 points. It's also ranking 6 and 6. So next, let us look at on the 3-year sales growth. So when it comes to the sales growth also, the Ambers again stood ahead. So the 3-year sales growth is growing at 33.90%, and net profit is growing at 93.90%, which is very good. It's highest in the industry. But one thing we have to focus is that, so the second highest is the Whirlpool again. So the Whirlpool is coming at second highest or the first in this industry, which is very good for Whirlpool company. So the 3-year sales growth is 15%, which is the second highest. So next, almost other companies are giving a sales growth of 5 to 6%. Next, when it comes to the net profit, so the second highest is again the Whirlpool company. So next, other companies have degrowth. The Symphony is giving a 3 years net profit growth of minus 15.70%. Even the BLUESTAR is also giving minus 10.60%. Even VOLTAS is also minus 2.81%. The Johnson & Johnson is growing at 1.52% in the 3 years sales growth. So based on that, we have given a ranking. Rank 1 stands at the Amber, and second at for the Whirlpool company, and third we have given for VOLTAS, and the net profit we have given for Johnson because it's growing more above than that in the net profit. So based on that, we have given a points for this. So 6 points for Amber, both in the sales and the net profit for 3 years sales growth, and the least we have given for the BLUESTAR in the sales growth. So in the net profit sales growth, we have given a 1 point for the VOLTAS and BLUESTAR and Symphony, because the 3 years sales growth is in the negative. Because of that, you have given only 1 point for all these companies. So this is all about the quantitative analysis of these companies. So it's the time to look at the scores to pick which stock is best. So let's go through it. So this is the points, this is the scores of all this company. The highest is the Whirlpool, 50 points. So the second highest is 44, and third highest is Symphony, and fourth highest is the VOLTAS, and fifth highest is the Johnson & Johnson Hitachi, and sixth highest is the BLUESTAR. So in this, we could able to analyze, we could able to get good companies in the quantitative analysis to pick to next level to do a fundamental analysis. The Whirlpool stands very good in this industry because it's getting 50 points, because all the financial ratios, return on capital employed, return on equity, sales growth, operating margins is very good in this industry. Because of that, I am taking Whirlpool for the fundamental analysis in the next session to add these stocks to my portfolio, whether it's a correct time and all. I'll be telling that in the fundamental analysis. So next I will be doing the Amber, and next I will be doing Symphony for my fundamental analysis. In these 3 stocks will be coming ahead in the fundamental sessions. Please watch those videos to know whether we have to pick the stocks or not. So this quantitative analysis just tells us that the financial ratios and all. Based on that, we have given a scores. This is not the correct method to pick the stocks, but we could able to analyze how the companies is standing, how the financial ratios is standing, which companies we should pick in this sector. So we will going to get good idea from this. Because of that, I have done a quantitative analysis on AC related companies. So I hope you like. In the further videos, I will be coming with the fundamental analysis of these companies. Please watch this video and please comment below in the comment section about your opinion. So till next video, bye bye.